I'm Annette Pasternak, the Stop Skin Picking Coach, and today I'm going to talk to you about the number one, what I think is the number one insidious, sneaky, negative thought that you may be having about yourself that we want to just sweep away because it's really so sneakily bad, so subtly bad, okay? Subtly negative, that you might not realize that this is a negative thought or how negative it is, and yeah, you may want to do your best to change it. All right, so what am I talking about? Well, let's start first with what am I not talking about. So I'm not talking about a really obvious negative thought like I hate myself. Like sometimes, you know, a lot of times people have this thought maybe over and over again, or they say this to themselves, right? And that is obviously a blatantly negative thought. And if you are doing this, I do suggest that you just stop hating on yourself. You know, you just be like, okay, even if I feel that way, I'm not going to reinforce it every time by saying this and thinking this over and over again. Okay, you can say something that's true instead, but maybe like I love myself doesn't sound true. So you can say something affirming like I'm learning to love myself. Okay, I said I wasn't going to talk about this kind of thought, but there you have it. Okay, so now we get to the type of thought that's less obvious. And for this one, I mean something like I should be like this, or I shouldn't be the way I am. That's the general version of this thought, and I want you to think of what are your specific versions. Like, I shouldn't be picking. I shouldn't be so sensitive. I shouldn't. From the context, like if we look at the situation from a perspective that you don't have right now, but sort of a higher, bigger picture perspective, you know, you shouldn't be any way other than how you are. And so just saying I shouldn't be the way I am, it's so like, it's so blocking, it's so stopping you from being in the flow of goodness in your life, of, you know, goodness and positive change. So just, you know, accept really is what I'm saying, rather than like constantly be thinking or saying you should be like somebody else, or you should be not like yourself, like who you are or how you are. Okay, and you know, I'm thinking about skin picking, of course, as you know, most of my audience, but really anything else you are that you're telling yourself, like I shouldn't be this, or I shouldn't be this way, I should be able to. Here's another one, like I should be able to fill in the blank. I should be able to extrovert all day and all night like some people, you know? I mean, I could say that about myself, but you know, I just accept that I don't do that. I can't do that. Like I need my alone time. I need considerable alone time and downtime. This is me. I know that you may or may not be an introvert. I'm just using this as an example. But a lot of times, you know, people who pick tend to get very overstimulated. And so, you know, sometimes needing, you know, some alone time to calm down. All these should and shouldn't thoughts can be really harmful. You absolutely should be just the way you are in any given moment. And if you're not happy about something, you know, really question, is this something that I can change? And if you can change it, then ask yourself, what do I need to do? What's the next step if I want to be some other way? But, you know, be careful and understand that some of these things that you might be saying, I should be like someone else, I should be able to, blah, blah, blah. It's not necessarily something that you need to change. It may be something that you would benefit from changing your attitude about. and being more accepting of yourself and being just in the flow of like just good thoughts about yourself. I mentioned in another video how my mother used to tell me, you're too sensitive or whatever. Yeah, there were probably other things too. It's the same thing. It's like, you know, you're not who you should be is the message. And, you know, especially when a parent talks to us, or if we talk to ourselves in regards to just how, you know, even schoolmates or teachers or whatever talk to us, like at an early age, these things can become thought habits. So they're worth examining and then reinforcing something healthier for yourself, healthier thoughts. And remembering I do have a shouldn't, like alternatives to like I shouldn't be picking kind of thoughts, and how to get yourself, why that keeps you picking and how to get yourself away from picking. So I'll link up to that. And then another thing this reminds me of is in another video with Dr. Christy, when we did a discussion together, she talked about how people with body focused repetitive behaviors are like thoroughbred horses, I think, or race cars or something, like, you know, yeah, maybe like, yeah, I can't remember, but I'll link the video. But let's use the race car example, okay? You can't just put any gas in those. They have to have the purest, most expensive, yeah, highest octane gas in order to perform well. And then they do, they go super duper fast. Well, we're kind of the same way. Like, we can do amazing, amazing things, but we need to learn how to manage ourselves and our bodies and our minds. You know, we need to take care of them in different ways. Maybe meditation and relaxation, you know, those are some common things that are going to be important. I mean, you have fewer negative thoughts when you're well exercised, when you're relaxed and your mind is focused, you know, from some meditation. These things become less of an issue. All right, well, I hope you found that helpful. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, got something out of it, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already. I got lots of good stuff coming up, and thanks for watching.